Alright guys, so go ahead and go through the drill here where I am testing the audio right fast. See how everything is working. Hopefully you all hear me. Give me 1 second, there is a little delay here. I'm hoping that rainstorm's not going to drown me out. Okay. Let's see here. Alright. Looks like we are up and running. Alright guys, so let's see, Bruise Me Not and John, how's it going? Oh, hopefully this rain that's coming off from the west there won't drown us out here in the shed. It's just now starting to do the sprinkles. So, a little bit of news, and this will be an open discussion night as usual, guys. Question answers and stuff. I just want to cover some real things really quick in case y'all missed them. I will be popping up these links in the description box after this video gets uploaded, so you can check it out. Unfortunately, if I try to upload now, it chokes down the computer, so it's just not fast enough processor. Sorry I'm late, had to feed my son, put him to bed. No worries at all. Family comes first, always. Angel, good to see you. Lisa Jones, hello. Jerry McGill, how's it going? Alright guys, so first one, in case y'all missed this in the news, this wasn't on Express. That is express.co.uk. Meteor shock. NASA footage shows huge explosion over skies in Arizona. NASA footage has emerged showing the dramatic moment a meteor crashed into the Earth's atmosphere, causing a fire explosion. This was published Thursday at 2:03 p.m. October 17th, 2019, and then it was updated 10 minutes later. The video shows a fireball traveling at more than 200,000 kilometers per hour lights up the night sky over Arizona yesterday. The space rock was part of a relatively new discovered meteor shower. The October, and I know I'm going to mess this up, guys, Ursay Majorids, I guess that's what they named the meteor shower, which was only deemed separate from the usual October Orioniid and Turiid meteors. Who comes up with these names? Just name it Fred and Bill. Easy. I know which one you're talking about then. In 2007. Now this thing did not make impact. It looks like it just burned up into the atmosphere. But what is strange is when I got this, I contacted my buddy Prescott Caliber Club. He is in Arizona, and asked him if he saw the meteor the night before. So they didn't see anything, but they got coverage and video of this thing flying over. Seems like we are getting more and more meteors flying into the atmosphere here lately, even though they did say it is a typical thing for mid-October to have meteors in Arizona to be seen. When I lived in Arizona, I lived in Mesa to begin with, and then I moved down south of Tucson near Nogales. I don't remember any meteor showers, but it's a flat land area, so it's easier to see things. So luckily no major issue, but it's just interesting that we're seeing more and more of these things coming around. So no, nothing was destroyed or anything like that, but it was floating around the atmosphere. Something I do want to bring up, especially being a father. My kids are older now. They don't eat baby food, but CBS News had covered this. This was a few hours ago, October 18th. Actually, it's longer than a few hours, at 2:11 p.m. Headline says 95% of baby foods tested contains toxic metals that could lower babies' IQ, studies find. A new study published by the nonprofit Healthy Babies Bright Future (HBBF) is raising alarms about many baby foods. The study found 95% of the baby foods tested contains traces of toxic metals, including lead and arsenic. The problem is decades old, HBBF reports, but new tests of both well-known and niche products shown there is continually widespreading exposure to heavy metals. The studies looked for arsenic, lead, cadmium, and mercury in dozens of brands and found 1 in 4 baby foods contained all 4 metals, while 40% contained 3 of the toxic metals. Even in the trace amounts found in the food, these contaminants can alter the developing brain and erode a child's IQ. The impact add up with each meal or snacks a baby eats, the researchers warned. Now let me go ahead and get down when they were doing all their testing here. HBBF tested 13 different types of foods in 168 baby food containers from 61 brands. Okay, so 61 brand companies, including popular names such as Gerber, Beechnut, Earth Best, Parent's Choice, and Enfamil. Of all these items tested, only 9 were found to not have toxic metals. So out of 168 baby food containers out of 61 brands, there was only 9 that were not found with heavy metals, toxic metals in the baby food. Traces of lead were most common, with some amount in 94% of the samples tested. A large quantity of lead exposure can damage children's brain development. Arsenic was found in 73% of the samples tested, and 4 out of 7 infant rice cereals tested had arsenic levels. Now, I do know for a fact that rice can produce arsenic. I mean, there is that. Now, they are suggesting maybe you want to pull your children off, especially when they're younger, pull them off those rice puff snacks. I do remember giving my kids those little rice dried puff snacks. So, yeah, something I didn't know about 9 years ago, but it's definitely something going on with that. Now, is the arsenic just from the rice? I don't know. And I hear more raindrops coming. Let me check my sound, make sure I'm not drowning you guys out with that. Because like I said, I am out in the shed, and it is a metal building. Carolyn, the wick first food is always Cheerios over 800 ppm glyphosate. Yeah, there's all kind of stuff in the children's food. I mean, it is getting to the population control, if you ask me. I see Snafu Snaps there. How's it going, bud? I am buffering on my end, guys. I'm actually watching while I am live, so it helps me catch the live streams. And for some reason, I am buffering bad on my end. So hopefully y'all's end is coming up clear. Carolina Sky, how's it going? I see you there. All right, sounds fine. That's good. I'm taking my earpiece out. If it gets too loud, let me know. There's not really much I can do about it except shut down. Okay, now that's concerning me because it just seems like they're willfully polluting, poisoning our children, and I'm not a big fan of that at all. All right, some more news. This actually came real early this morning, about 16 hours ago. KTLA 5, 3.7 magnitude quake centered on Compton shakes Los Angeles area. The map shown in the magnitude 3.7 quake epicenter on Compton October 18th, 2019, was provided by the U.S. Geological Survey. Los Angeles area after midnight Friday, according to U.S. Geological Survey, a tremor hit at 2:19 a.m. with the epicenter at Compton Boulevard and Alameda Street, an intersection full of shops not far from Compton Courthouse. Only reason I bring this up, and it was only a 3.7. If you go and just do a basic search of all the large tremors and earthquakes they're getting out there, not looking good. I mean, I know California gets earthquakes. I've experienced a strong tremor when I was outside Colton, California, near the train yard there. I was waiting on a freight train right there near San Bernardino. First time I ever experienced one, last one I've ever experienced. Scared the crap out of me. Never been around that. Couldn't even walk away from. I actually crawled and low rolled out from underneath the bridge. I was stuck in the train yard because I was scared it's going to fall down on me. But there's more and more of that going on. Let me check the chat right here, right fast. Not out with a telescope tonight, cloudy. Yeah, I guess it would be difficult to try to film those planets in nasty weather. Little Allison, first time in chat. Well, I am glad that you made our live stream tonight. We try to do it on Fridays. All right, no buffering. Okay, good deal. James Shaw, everybody, please keep your eyes open for earthquake activity in Alaska. Next few days, they're getting stronger. That is news to me, James. I do know they have the earthquakes out that way. I didn't know. I haven't checked Alaska on what was going on with that, but thank you for that bit of information. All right, let me go and pull up this other story here. Now, yesterday I did a video on the Norwegian family that was doomsday prepper bunkers, whatever they were. All right. And I gave my opinion on it. I said it didn't sound right. Now, I am still digging into that story because I'm getting conflicted reports out of that area. I had someone mention about CNN. Yeah, I don't trust CNN, but if I get a news clip off of it, I'll start tracking down, see where it originated from, if it's BS or if there was actually some legitimacy to what they're reporting on. From what I found 9 reports of this, and some of those were the local stations. Yeah, so this did happen there. But now what I have found out, new information, now they're saying that the 58-year-old man that was holding everybody there in the basement now was not these people's father. And that's a new report, and it's still unconfirmed. I don't know how they can run with a story and just leave it as unconfirmed. But the new narrative that they're running on is that these individuals between the age of 18 to 25 that were held captive by this man at 58 years old, when the police came in and stormed the place, they found a hidden staircase behind a kitchen cupboard. And then when they went in, they found him in the basement. Okay. Now, as a prepper, and we already know he's got security cameras because the neighbors said that they were caught. They saw the security cameras. They turned away. So let's just say, example, I'm in Wyoming and I got crap load of vehicles rolling on my property. Am I going to go to the bunker? Absolutely. Doesn't mean I'm living in the bunker. Now, they said they found the 58-year-old man asleep in bed or laying in bed. It looks like he had suffered a stroke many years prior. All right, so now this 58-year-old man, a stroke victim, so he's not 100% mobile, is still holding 6 people hostage in this home. Does not sound right at all. Let me check the chat right fast. So I'm really thinking there's more to that story because it's just not, it's not getting out there. I'm having to dig for this bit of information that I'm getting, and take several hours just to find this little bit of stuff. Now I have seen some really crazy stuff they're saying about these people, but I can't confirm none of it because it'd be like one article and it's coming from a non-reputable source. Let's put it that way. Jerry McGill, go ahead and try to. Hold on a second. Let me answer that. Go ahead and try to back out and come back into the refresh, and it should get rid of that buffering. I don't have buffering on my end right now. Let me get back here. Just trying to catch up here. Typical American, how's it going, bud? I did see that comment, and I am going to address something very similar to that too. He said a Vietnam vet had his guns confiscated in Massachusetts for pointing out security flaws in the school due to crappy resource officers. I believe that was the one where the guy actually entered the school, if I'm correct. I could be wrong. It's been a couple of days ago when I saw a report. If that wasn't the same report, then this is the one that when they first came out, they said he was a homeless man, and he didn't look homeless to me. It was a nice clean shirt, and he just walked right on in. I don't know if that's the same story or not that you're talking about, but I do remember seeing something very similar to that. All right, now I'm going to throw a little conspiracy on you here. Yeah, the C word. All right, with this family, they roll right on in. They arrested the 58-year-old right off the bat for not cooperating with law enforcement on the investigation. I guess some countries that's an arrestable offense right off the bat. So far, he hasn't been charged with anything from what I can find out yet. Typical American. No, he was a crossing guard that worked for the school, and the resource officer didn't appreciate getting called out. Okay, this is a different story. Then I have not read that one yet. So back to what I was saying. Sorry, guys. My brain's not the best anymore. The resource officer was never at the school, leaving it wide open. They need to get fired. Oh, last time I said that when I covered that one story, the resource officer, I still have no monetization on that video, and I didn't say nothing wrong. I just said that the individual needed to be replaced. But apparently, I don't know, maybe I dropped too many swear words. I was heated up during that video, but yeah, the platform dinged me on that one. All right. Now, I want you to follow me on this because this story here, I don't agree with this individual and what he stands for, but I still believe in having the Second Amendment right because I do not like this new red flag law that they've got where they can come in, take your stuff, even though you haven't really committed a crime yet. But let me go ahead and cover this. This was on multiple news feeds, but I went ahead and pulled up Fox because every time I use the Times, they want me to pay to read an article. I'm not going to do that. All right, so bear with me. Again, I do not agree with this man at all as far as his views and stuff. I don't like hate groups, but let's go and get to the story. Gun seized from neo-Nazi leader in Washington State, court records show. Let's scroll down. Police seized weapons, including military-style rifles, from a religious leader of a violent neo-Nazi group. Let me try to change the words up. Earlier this month in Arlington, Washington, court records show that officers from the Arlington and Seattle Police Department seized 5 rifles, 3 pistols, and another gun parts from residents of Jordan Trails Road in Arlington following an order from a Seattle civil court. They say that the weapons belong to Caleb Cole, a 24-year-old suspected leader of the Atomwaffen division. I don't speak German, so I probably messed that up. in Washington State, who they named in a 62-page extreme risk protection order earlier this month, according to King 5 News. All right, now this guy does have pictures up of the, their little hand motion that they do and salute and all that good stuff. All right, they got pictures up on their Facebook accounts and stuff like that of them holding certain flags. Now, I read in other reports. Okay, Atomwaffen means atomic weapon in German. All right, there we go. It's an extremist group that hopes to trigger a racing war through murders and violence. They reportedly gain inspiration from Mr. Adolf and Manson, with members being charged in 5 murders throughout the U.S. Now, this particular organization is supposed to be all over the country, supposedly. Well, it gets me. This individual has not broken any crimes, has not broken any laws. Okay, I do not agree with hate groups. I do not like them. But they use the red flag law to go in and take his weapons. Doesn't matter what. All right, I'm speaking from a constitutional standpoint. This particular individual did not break any laws, and they went in and took his firearms. That's not right. This whole red law thing is complete BS, in my opinion. I do not like this group. I do not stand for the nasal Nazi whatever. I don't like it one bit. All right, if you got a problem with somebody, go address it with the individual. That's the way I was raised. That's the way I believe. But this whole hate group stuff, I don't like. But the fact is, they still had a right under the Constitution to have these weapons. They went in and took them. The reason I bring this up, guys, and it's going to tie you in, trust me. All right, so stick with me on this. We as preppers always say, U.S. government may try to take firearms from law-abiding citizens during SHTF. And as preppers, you always hear, let them try. We'll band up together. We'll fight them off. They're not going to wait for SHTF with a no-holds bar. They're going to keep using red flag laws to come in and take one out, and they'll just keep working their way through it. Because right now, when they come to your door, banging on your door, and you got a group of 8 to 20 men out there armed to the teeth that looks like they're military, by the way, and I do not agree with that one damn bit. Our police were never supposed to be militarized, and they are. You should see some of the armored carriers and stuff they have here for Orlando. Okay, so they come rolling up to your door. So there is a red flag law called on you. Why? You're constitutionalists, because they're trying to make that you're a nationalist as far as you stand for the country you live in. But if you're in a different country, it's okay. But if you're American, you can't. Now you are a racist, a bigot, whatever. So now they have right to come bang on your door. You're sitting there, you're looking at today's time now. I'm not talking about the apocalypse yet. I'm talking about today's time. What are you going to do? You're going to surrender them because, one, it's not SHTF. You have a family to take care of. You have responsibilities. You have bills to pay. Or are you just going to go off the handle and be another, look at this. This was a prepper. We know they're dangerous. Look what they did. So they're going to start going one at a time. One at a time. They're going to use this stuff now and disarm us way before SHTF. So my advice, find a place to put those things elsewhere until SHTF comes in. Let me check up a chat here, guys. Sideburns are looking stellar as always. I've got to get a haircut, actually. Flash. I appreciate it, though. Let me get back here in the chat, guys. Hold on one second. So yeah, that's why I wanted to bring up the Atomwaffen, or whatever group he's with. Again, I don't believe in hate groups. I do not like them. I think they should be pushed out. But with the United States, everybody's entitled to their beliefs, and religious. All right. Again, I don't agree with it one bit, but underneath the Constitution, they are still protected. But now they changed the new laws. New laws. Now, agreed. Yes, that is a horrible thing to be part of. But under constitutional rights, you don't. They don't have a right to go in and take their stuff if they haven't committed a crime. Now, I did read on those reports that they were taking their firearms for a full year. See, that's another thing. Who gets to decide how long they're going to hold your weapons, your tools? Okay, they come in, maybe it'll just be a couple months. You got to petition for them back, or like in this case, they mandated a full year, and that guy had not ever committed a crime at this time. As a matter of fact, they even said that he has not been charged with anything yet. Not even been charged with anything yet. Even though, again, guys, I cannot stress enough, I do not like those type of people. But that's my beliefs. All right, my belief is hate groups are scumbuckets. All right, let me get right back in here. Check out the chat. I am sorry if I did not answer any of your chat, guys. I was on a roll there. Asymmetrical preparedness. How's it going? Groups like that exist all over the place. They are bad, yes, but we have the right to think how we wish. God gave us free will as long as we do not violate others' free will. Yes. I don't agree with them. Yeah, I don't agree with them either. But like you said, it is the right of Americans to believe any way they want to. Now, yeah, we don't agree with it. I don't personally agree with it. I cannot stand that stuff. But the fact is, it's protected. All right, it's protected in the Constitution. But now they're making new stuff up all the time. New laws. LCJC family, how you doing? I see you in here. All right, Angel. I think that's why UN is in the U.S. right now. You are probably onto something there. We have a lot of theories on that, and that is a huge one there because when it comes down to disarming, yeah. Asymmetrical. The thing is, if you outfit people, police, the same as the military, they start acting like it. They stop trying to de-escalate and they become more aggressive. You're absolutely right. Now there are some really good police officers. I want to go ahead and get that out there. There are some really good police officers, and there's some really, really shitty ones. All right. Now, I have seen many videos, and I've read so many reports on police officers firing on sometimes unarmed homeowners, and many times armed homeowners that are in their home because an alarm went off and they go to that home and they see an armed individual inside the house and open fire. If you're a homeowner and your alarm's going off at 2:30 in the morning, or as just one of the most recent one, a flashlight is in the backyard and you're trying to figure out who's in your yard, and you go answering your door to protect yourself, your family, your property, and you get lit up because they fear for their lives. They need to get, if not brought up on criminal charges for murder, then they get brought back to stage one, day one of the academy, and then they need to be taught how to deal with certain things. It used to be they couldn't shoot unless they were being shot at or if they were inflicting harm on somebody else. Now it's trigger happy central. Look at the news. Look at how many police shootings of unarmed. Look at how many shootings that someone was armed, but they didn't have it in their hand. It was holstered on them. Now, I'm not doing a cop bash. There are some really good police officers. There's some really nasty people out here. All right, police officers have to deal with a lot of nasty people. I get that. But no, not shoot first, ask questions later. I thought I saw a gun. You better make damn sure that is a gun before you blast somebody. Sorry, guys, I'm getting heated up again. I do apologize. So yeah, I'm going to let that go, and I'm going to catch up your comments here so we can get some questions and stuff, guys. The bore for a month. I like that. I like that name. CJ Blaze, good to see you. Making dinner. Well, you can go make dinner. That's quite all right. I appreciate you being here. Bruise me not. Time to lose all your weapons in the local lake. Damn fishing accident. Lost all my weapons. I did read a report where somebody said that they had lost all their firearms in a boating accident. I'm like, oh yeah, boating accident. Yeah, because we all transport all of our firearms in boats. Makes sense. Flash, good to be here, brother. I apologize for being pretty absent lately. There's been way too much going on here on my end. Flash, that is quite all right, bud. It's always a pleasure having you here. I do understand life goes on. All right, it's always we have a lot of things to do. The internet and YouTube thing, sure, I like the support, but I mean, you've got to live your lives, guys. I mean, I appreciate you being here, but yeah, I understand completely. All right, scrolling through here, trying to see what else we got. I remember back in the day when you don't agree with something, you didn't spend too much time on it, you just moved on instead of creating war out of it. A good point. Very good point. Unfortunately, it also just depends on what the scenario is. When there's a lot of things I don't agree on, mainly because of the encroachment on our Second Amendment rights. I don't have a Second Amendment right now. I lost that privilege when I got locked up. All right, even though nonviolent, but still. Um, but when they start messing around with the Constitution, I'll make a stink over it because that's something that should never be messed with. They're always doing amendments on stuff, and it's just to enslave people. Patrick Lee, just wait until the government tries to confiscate arms from some group in the hills. There would be a lot of bloodletting. Yeah, there will be, but if they ever use UN forces on these groups, they're just going to fly a chopper in, or they're just going to drop a very big bomb on the area. They're not going to mess around. I know, all doom and gloom, Central Florida. I agree with you, Patrick, but I also know what they'll do if there are people dug in, because they'll automatically label them as domestic teas, and then they'll take them out and treat American citizens as such because they are standing up against them. Asymmetrical preparedness, they are not supposed to shoot first. They need to have the skills to de-escalate the situation. Exactly, they really do, and this is from the stuff I'm seeing. It's not all, so don't get me wrong, it's not all of them, but there is a large amount of these unarmed shootings or shootings that should have never happened because they don't have those skills. They're so amped up. And trust me, I have had my encounters with the officers that got bullied in school, and now they're wearing a badge and trying to bully. I've run into those many of times. I have also run into the butch that I don't like man. I don't need a man around and just give you crap because you are a white male. Which is funny because I'm right here in Orlando, city beautiful, this city that accepts everybody, that's tolerant. You better not be white. And yes, I said that. I've experienced it here. Don't be white, don't be straight, don't be a male. I'll probably get nailed for that one, but that's what it is. All right, there's a lot of persecution here. All right, let me get caught up here. I'm probably going to start up a crap storm with that statement. Shooting through glass window is BS. Absolutely, Bruce Minot. When I first saw that video, oh man, I was yelling. My wife doesn't like me researching the news sometimes because I get heated. Bang bang, stop rush, shoot again. Yeah. Hey CFP, there's something for you. You should see the looks I get because I always have my Beretta on me when I answer the door, and my Rottweilers are there for me. You know what? When I lived in the country, that's exactly. The dog was barking. You didn't get out of your car when someone drove up. All right, if I drove to somebody's house and their dog was outside, I stayed in the house. That dog was making enough damn noise. They know I am outside. I didn't get out of the car, walk around their yard. I waited till they come to the door. Then I got out of the car. They call their dog back, whatever. That was just a normal way of living. Karen, what do you think will come of the curd turkey fiasco? Honestly, I don't know. I don't know what they're setting this up for. I really don't. I don't know if it's some type of diversion tactic so they can do something else while everyone's watching that. I still don't have the understanding why this was even allowed. Granted, me personally, I don't think our troops need to be there. They need to be back here. We're wasting way too many lives of American citizens there fighting someone else's war. Now, saying that, I do understand the amount of slaughtering that's going on right now over there. Someone should step in. But personally, I think the United States needs to quit trying to police the world and worry about the United States for once. Now, I'm not talking about the United States bottom dollar. I'm talking about the American people. So I say let them do whatever they're going to do, and we need to work on our own country. We have been so involved with the UN. As a matter of fact, I think we were the highest um, price. We pay the most money to the UN than any other country in the world. Why do we always have to foot the bill for everybody? That's callous, I know. That's cold, I understand that. But I am just sick and tired of seeing friends, relatives, friends of friends that don't come back from that sandbox. Um, no, we should be there. But as far as what comes out of there, I'm not sure. I think we started pulling out because they're expecting something here, especially with that report that came over there at Marfugo TV about the call up orders for I believe it was the Marines. Um, there's a lot of things that's showing that they're preparing for something here, state level, and for our country. What it's going to be, I'm not sure. I mean, we have our own suspicion about EMPs, coronal mass ejection, massive earthquakes, some type of, maybe it could be the pole flip. I don't know. We're preparing for something. So yeah, having our troops here is a lot better idea than having most of our troops overseas and then something happen and we have no way of bringing them back. That would suck. Get back to my chat here. CJ Blaze, hello, my brother's a cop. My dad is a retired cop. They are not all bad. I promise you that, LL. But I have had my fair share of bad cops as well. Yes, CJ, I'm not saying all cops are bad. I was hoping I could get that across there. But I have seen a lot of really bad ones, but not all of them. There are some really good cops. They should be teaching the Constitution in middle and in grade school, high school, college, military, police, everywhere. It should be one of the first things taught. I completely agree with you. Asymmetrical preparedness. The Boar of the Month. We had quite the air show in AZ last night. The Boar of the Month, are you talking about the meteor that flew over? I covered that when it first came on. I actually contacted one of my friends out in Arizona. He said he didn't see it, but I did read the reports of it. I grew up in Harlem. I've heard stories of those too. Like I said, guys, I'm not here to bash police officers. The world needs police. There's just too many bad people out there. But yeah, there are some bad. You know what? I guess I shouldn't really say that they're bad cops. They just not trained to handle situations properly. I guess that's the PC of saying things. They're just not. They're not trained for what they're facing now, and getting militarized up, body armor, ARs, and all this stuff to pull somebody over. No. All right. Is there a way to petition for your rights back? Yes, asymmetrical there is. Here in Florida, I have to wait a total of 7 years to apply for my firearm rights back. Here in Florida, the first time you try, they turn it down automatically. It doesn't matter who you are; they always do. Then you got to wait an additional 7 years. This is one of the reasons why we are moving to Wyoming, because after 2 years of state residency, I can apply at Wyoming for my firearm rights back, and they have a higher turnover of granting those rights back because my charges were not drug related or firearm related. No violent uh, crimes. So that's one of the reasons why we are moving to Wyoming. Let's see here. What else we got? Kim Williams, how's the shoulder coming along? Shoulder is doing better with my range of motion. I still can't reach behind my back. They never fixed that. We are working with weights, but I'm still dealing with workers' comp. They will cancel my therapy sessions, and then I have to get in touch with a lawyer. The lawyer has to get in touch with them. Then I go back to the doctor, get new therapy sessions set up, get them processed, and then half of them get turned down every few weeks. I got to go back through the process. I'll tell you what, Florida's workman's comp is set up for the companies, not the employees. But it's getting better. It's a lot better than when I first got injured. It's better since I first had my surgery. I'm still got a ways to recover on it though, to be 100% or even close to 100. I'll be happy with an 80%. All right, what we got here? John, don't forget to refuse to do 2020 census and delay paying taxes. Good times. Since I am a YouTube creator and there are some legal things that can happen for giving people advice, I cannot comment on that one. Not on the channel. Feel free to email me. You got my email, John. Jerry McGill, conservative police are taught, but many are thugs, power hungry. There are some bad ones, guys. Like I said, there are some really good ones. I do know a few that are actually very good police officers. I mean, they want to do the law correct, and I know many of them that are very firm in the constitutional rights, but then they're also getting pushed by a higher up or a political party, as we have seen in several states with the bans that they're trying to push, the confiscations and stuff, and they're right on board with their political party counterpart right next to him during the press release. Carolina Sky Astronomy, you are just speaking the truth. Yeah, I'm definitely trying to. I'm also trying to watch how I say certain things. That's all. Why delay taxes? Just curious. I will let him answer that one for you. Oh, great. We got a freaking Jarhead Flash. I saw the USMC. My dad was Jarhead. Old Leatherneck. Alright, what else we got here? Now, you should have seen my dad when I joined the Air Force and told him. He gave me so much crap. Called me the Flying Fairy, the Chair Force. Yeah, it was awesome. Alright, sorry guys, I am trying to read through the comments here so I can catch the questions. Alright, let's see here. Hold on a second, let me pull up my other phone. Sometimes I have some technical difficulties here. Odds are it is operator error on my end. Okay. Alright. I promise you guys, I don't need glasses. That little light there shining right in my eyes when I'm trying to look at the screen here. That's why I have multiple things so I can either look down if that light's hurting my eye or not. Asymmetrical Air Force unsubscribe. Yeah, yep. Yeah, buddy. I was munition systems, man. I worked in the bomb dump. Patrick Lee, I started in the United States Air Force, but finished in the U.S. Army. Totally different atmosphere. Yeah, I remember in basic training, we had, I believe his name is Corsivo. He's a little tiny short guy. He was finishing up service time in the Air Force, or he had reenlisted and joined the Air Force after doing 8 years in the Marine Corps. Yeah, so that was interesting. I mean, this was a little tiny dude. I was really surprised. He was like 5'3", maybe a little bit bigger, but yeah, he was a short little dude. Gray Scott, come on, guys. I've been a cop 40 years, over a million cops in the country. You believe that half of them are bad because the media convinces you of it using what, 30, 40 instances? Oh, I'm not saying this is half bad. I said there is a lot bad. Um, like I also said, there's also a lot of good cops too. Speaking from my own experience, I have met more power hungry, more overly aggressive officers over nothing. And then I met some really good ones too. Air Force bases are always so nice. They're like country clubs. The Air Force has it right. They build all the recreational stuff first and say they need more money for the runway. I don't know about that particular bit. I do know that they feed you a lot better. Actually, I gained weight after basic training. When I went to tech school for MOS training, I was at Shepherd Air Force Base, and I actually gained 12 pounds. And I think it was six. It was either 6 or 8 weeks of training. Then it's been a while, guys. I was 18 years old. It's been over 20 years. I had fun though. I don't know about country club, although we weren't crawling around the mud. We were just a little bit more smarter than that. Sorry, I'm gonna rag you anyway. Let's see here. No, I respect every single one of you guys. Every single one of you, all branches of the military, even the Coast Guard. I have full respect for. Pennsylvania prepper. So you gained 12 pounds, muscle weight more than fat. No, actually, when I got through, I was already in good shape because I was actually working as a welder doing iron work. I started that when I was 17. Um, I always worked out when I was younger. I gained weight as in I got fat. Our morning PT was nothing. If I remember correctly, and I could be wrong on the actual thing on this, to graduate basic training in the Air Force, and when I was in it, it was 6 weeks. I think it's like 8 weeks now, but it was 6 weeks when I was in. You had to do 2 miles. It was either under 17 minutes or under 14 minutes run, which isn't nothing. You had to be able to do 20 push-ups under 2 minutes. You had to do 10 chin-ups, and I think it was 40 sit-ups. Like, it was 20 push-ups under 2 minutes. I think it was. I could be wrong on the time. It was nothing basically. Um, Air Force basic training was not difficult at all. Coast Guard is not military, it is DHS. Well, I did not know that. Asymmetrical preparedness. That's the first time I've actually seen anybody refer to him as DHS. right. Say 12 years took. Trying to get caught up here. I must have missed something there. All right, guys. So, what do you want to discuss? Since I got all my blabbing out of the way and what little bit of news I want to cover. What do you guys think about the possibility of gun confiscation before SHCF? Even though they've, I was dropped all the time for 50 push-ups in the Army, probably 100 plus a day. See, Patrick Lee, if you'd have just been a suck ass, you wouldn't have had to do push-ups. No, I don't remember anybody even in our. Well, they called us flights in basic training. It wasn't platoons or squads. It was always flights. I don't remember them ever doing any corporal punishment as far as making anybody do push-ups for doing something wrong. Okay, so maybe it was a country club. All right, I get it. Pennsylvania prepper. Most of the guys in here, any ladies, I need a good concealed carry purse, brand, and store suggestion. That is a very good comment there. I'm trying to get that pinned up here so everyone can see that. Maybe someone has some sort of suggestion for you there. Patrick Lee, I was a bad boy. Some sweet tea here. Asymmetrical. Coast Guard is still referred. Oh man, hold on. Referred as military, but his parent command is DHS. I did not know that. Asymmetrical. Yeah, I've had plenty of people refer to, well, I can own a musket, black powder, rifle, things like that. That is actually true because I don't have a violent history, but while I'm still living in the state of Florida, I am not attempting one bit to have anything that's a bang bang in any way, shape, or form. I had a long time before I even bought a crossbow because I was even worried about that because it had a trigger, but I can actually have a crossbow. I can have a bow. Can I use it now? No, my freaking arm. I can't pull it. I can't pull the string on it right now. I have too heavy of a string on it. But yeah, there are some that I can purchase. But while I'm still here in Florida, I'm not doing that. I still get felony stop, even though that I am no longer on parole. I did my time, did everything correct on the way out the door. When I get pulled over, I am pulled and they got guns drawn on me and I have to get out of the vehicle, lay on the ground for anything. All right. So yeah, I don't play around with these people down here. Carolyn Lowe, you can get a decent one from most Coach stores. Leather is best. Great quality bag. LCJC. Flash, what's the matter? No fashion sense? Probably not. Flash, you still here? If you are, go stand in the corner. Sorry, I don't carry a purse. Oh, no, wait a second. Yeah. Flash don't have to carry a purse. And it's not a purse, Flash. It's a survival satchel. Everybody know that. It's non-binary, non-judgmental. Oh, let's see what we got here. All right, asymmetrical. We'll catch you later, man. While you're on a lunch break, man, you're working nights. My friend from Georgia had a bow with like a 110-pound pull. Yeah, I think mine's an 80 pound. But trying to hold it with my left arm, my left hand after that surgery, and hold it out straight erect, and then when I start pulling back, puts too much pressure on my shoulder. I just can't do it. As a matter of fact, I don't even think I can even string it up right now. LCJC, that's right, it's a Thatchel. I did a video way back. It was prior to you becoming a subscriber here, LCJC, and I did a little soy boy with a survival satchel. I grabbed one of my wife's purse. It came out here. I couldn't even make it through the whole video. That was like a couple minutes long, and that was it. I cracked myself up. I am my biggest fan. Men carry bags. It's a merce. Merce. Man purse. I carry a book bag with my EDC carry stuff with me everywhere. That's what I carry. I blend in with everybody else around me here in Orlando when I'm carrying that. All right, guys. So that is all the news I had for y'all. Now, if y'all have something else you want to hit topic on, we can. Or we can always call it quits at any point in time and go hang out somewhere else, too. Carolyn, yeah, I think I do remember seeing your comment on that video, Carolyn. Josh Connor just got home. I got an email from somebody here. Jerry McGill, I got your email. I'm trying to pull it up. No, I don't want to sign into that. This is KETV7. I'm going to pull this up, see what this is. School resource officers work to keep classrooms safe, and Monday they learned more about life-saving techniques. We're teaching them how to deal with more combat-type injuries, how to use tourniquets, pack wounds, how to maintain a person's airway, says Sean Whittington of 88 Tactical Training. This is, I think it's at Omaha School. The resource officers are being trained. Okay. Medical skills are something that, whether it's a active bang bang or not, at a certain point in their career, they're going to come across a civilian in need of immediate aid. Like our weapons, most like tasers or handcuffs, just like tasers or handcuffs, you should always carry a tourniquet because it can save your life. I actually have no problem with this at all. I hate that they're having to do this in our elementary schools and high schools here in America, but I have always been a fan that people know how to have at least some form of field medical training one way or the other, and not just band-aids. So I do understand why you sent that to me. I hate that there has to be resource officers in a school anyway, but for them to have training for medical care, yeah, I think they definitely should have that. If not for the possibility of mass bang bangs, just the fact, I mean, things happen all the time. French Files, I see you there. No problem. I'm glad you showed up. We're just hanging out. So if you got something, you can always call me and I'll put you on. Casual preparedness. What time is Marf on? I do not have the answer for that. I think it said 10 when I saw the announcement posted in Discord, but I believe that's 10 o'clock his time. Let's see what else we got here. Flash, I don't carry a purse because I'm my own multi-tool. And yes, my friends confirm it. I am a tool. You know what, Flash? I'm going to agree with you on that one. And all fun. Nah, I like you a lot, buddy. Karen, no prepper nurse was having issues and morphine on yet. Um, yeah, I have noticed that prepper. If you're talking about prepper nurse one, I have noticed that he's been having some issues when he's trying to go with his live streams. Um, I'm not sure what's going on with that. I know he's had some issues in the past with those. Well, that one time somebody actually did the SWAT on him, which is that people shouldn't be doing that to other people. Uh, I don't know what people's issues are, but yeah, I know he has been having some issues. Hopefully, he can get that figured out. Whatever it is that's going on with that. Hopefully, it's a technical issue and not a censorship issue. I actually like watching his videos. I don't always catch his live streams. I try to watch. Trust me, guys. We have a lot of creators here on our channel here, which is really awesome. And I try to, when I see that y'all have channel and actually have um, content that y'all are creating, I try to give y'all shout outs on that. And I do apologize if y'all miss y'all at sometimes. I do try to watch as many as I can, but at the same time, when I'm trying to create and also track down news, sometimes it takes me a couple of days to get to it. But I will always try to pop in, at least give that thumbs up to you, and also in the comments section so that you know I was there. I did get to see it. Sometimes I don't have the time to actually sit down and comment everything, but and other times, I've been accused of stalking people's channels. No, I've never been accused of that. All right, let's see what else we got here, guys. French fries. Been working on the homestead all day, making some dinner now. How's that coming along out there, French files? I really need to get you back on so we can go over some of the things that you've been working on. Well, of course, when you have time, I do understand it does take a lot out of you just working and also trying to run a homestead. I get it. It does take a while. Patrick Lee, I took combat first aid in the Army. That is absolutely awesome. All right, let's see what else we got here. All right. I think Marv was on 9 p.m. yesterday. I don't think Marfugo was on last night. If they were, I missed it. I kept on checking in last night. I never did see it come on. Oh, CJ Blaze, no show yesterday. Okay. CJ Blaze, CFP, YouTube stalker. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and stalk your channel for the next 2 to 3 days. Yeah. How you like me now? In a good way, not the crazy people, stalker, that sit there and talk all that trash. I don't have my own channel, but I ghost everyone else's. No problem, Karen. I added 50 pounds of rice, 10 pounds red beans, and Alexa Pure Pro. All right, there it is. Yeah, CJ got the schedule up for Marfugo News. All right. Flash, I'm going to head up, brother. Going to see if the Yankees can stay alive to the playoffs. All right, Flash, I'm glad you stopped in, man. Always good to see you. All right, let's see what else we got here. Yeah, guys. So with that stuff there in Norway, you know, I'm getting mixed accounts on this guy. Some are saying that he was not their father and he had him locked away in the basement, stuff like that. It just the whole story seems completely weird to me. It seems completely one sided and not enough information is coming out And while they're still doing an investigation, I haven't even talked to the individuals yet. It seemed like they already ran with stories about everything that went on, and then they can't really say what's going on. They're still asking questions to see what happened. So it was all kind of mixed up stuff there. Um, Now, if he was holding those people pretty much hostage on that farm, yeah, they should have done exactly what they did, went in there and arrested him. But from the reports I got and what I've been digging around today too, looking, he's not even been charged with anything yet, other than not participating and helping the investigation. Well, that's not really a charge, I thought, but each country is different. This isn't Norway, so their laws are different than ours. All right, let's see what else we got. Rebel Snarfle. Or is it Rebel Snarfle? I probably messed up your name. I apologize. I am awake, Franklin. What, he had a stroke and was able to hold them hostage? Crap. Exactly. When I read that report today about him being a stroke victim, it looked like he had a stroke a few years prior to them coming to the property, as far as the police coming in, and that he was in bed. It didn't make any sense. I mean, they're currently between the age of 18 and 25, six people. Six people cannot take on a supposedly captor. That's a stroke victim. Someone has to sleep some point in time. But I wasn't there either, so I don't know. The story doesn't sound right at all to me, guys. South Florida, what's going on, bud? Sam's Club in Alabama, 25-pound bag of rice, $8.63. That's actually a very good buy. Casual preparedness. Fallout Shelter, what's going on, brother? I hope that your work schedule's changed. That way, we can actually hook up on some videos together where we're not 3 o'clock in the morning. I know you've been working a lot of late hours. Also, guys, I did receive a couple emails from subscribers here in the community, uh, wanting to pop in on the show for Friday nights. I will be working on that. I did not do it this week because I was not fully prepared to do that. So I will be going through emails and start contacting everybody on that and try to schedule a time with y'all to start bringing in some people right here in our own community also on the show. The show. This ain't a show. This is just a live stream. I don't have a show. All right, let's see what else we got here. Kroger had their 20-pound bags on clearance for $3.99. Uh, I must have missed something. Is that a 20-pound bag of rice for $3.99? Actually, I don't think we have a Kroger near me. So I have not seen anything recent, at least the last 6 hours, on that storm coming in from the west. Looks like it's going to be hitting the Panhandle area from last I saw, maybe around Tallahassee. But it looks like it's just a tropical storm. It's not a hurricane or anything like that. So Florida is usually pretty reasonable. I mean, we deal with the tropical storms. No big deal down here. Every time I watch CFP, I get hungry. I don't eat food while I'm on screen. I got to dip in, but I don't eat any food. Oh, it's probably because it's late at night. What was it? A little after 9 here. All right, let's see what we got. Okay, guys. Well, if there is no other topic that you'd want to discuss or any questions or anything, guys, we'll wrap this up here pretty soon. If y'all have something, we can definitely cover it. Your whole channel is about storing food. Um, a little bit, yeah, yeah. I want to get more involved with some more things. I want to get into canning. I do know how to can. We do not have a canner currently. Our last canner, it disappeared between. I don't know if we lost it from moving from Leesburg to Orlando, or if we lost it from Daytona to Orlando. One of the two directions we misplaced our canner, so we actually have to get another canner. But when I do, we'll start doing videos on that too. I really want my wife to start her channel up so she could cover that on her channel. That'd be pretty cool. Uh, when do you get to move? Um, well, a couple of different things that can actually happen with that one. One, they finish up this therapy with me, and I am well enough where I can move my arm well enough to actually do construction and go back to work. Hopefully by spring of next year, just coming up sometime after April. Just depends on the weather there in Wyoming, because when it snows there, it snows by the foot. It's a lot of snow and it stays there for a long time. So I have to wait until the snow's thawing, because I have to get the well dug, and they can't do it directly where we need to get it dug. We had them do some pilot stuff out there, and when we first did it, they went 70 feet, and they trying it right before wintertime. And we had shallow water there for that one, but we want a deeper well, and they said we have to wait until the ground thaws so that they can actually go that deep or whatever. They got some excuse. I'm sure it's a good reason why they're doing it. So we have to wait till it starts warming up out there. But I do spend a lot of my time going through, well, besides the YouTube thing, physical therapy and stuff, and we've been working on all of our plans and stuff for the home that we will be building. Yes, I do drafting. I am somewhat skilled in that department. Actually, framing up walls and all that good stuff. I actually do have some schooling in that. I did not make a career out of architecture though. There was way too much math, and I'm not fast enough at it. So I've been working on that, modifying some things. So that takes a lot of my time here also. But yeah, I stay pretty busy here. I'm thinking canning is addictive. I have been canning all the time for a few months. It can be, especially if you get a really good deal. If you're purchasing fresh produce, but now if you got a garden, your own garden, oh, it definitely can be, especially if you've got a greenhouse and you're running it year round. Yeah, canning can be very addictive. I'll have to watch the replay. Been a busy day. No problem, Cheryl. Definitely glad that you popped in though. I used to live on the Gulf side of Florida. I used to live out in Panama City. I was out there briefly. I was actually born right outside of Panama City, there in Bayou George. Let's see here. South Florida canning can be time consuming, but once you get the hang of it, it is awesome. I definitely agree with you on that. Canning definitely is a good. I show a lot of vacuum sealing, and which we do, especially with our dried products and stuff, dry goods. But yeah, canning goes right in hand with prepping. Can you prep without canning? Yeah, you can. Is it more variety if you start canning? Also, definitely, you can actually put back a lot more foods. You can also process your own meats. You can can your own meats, so you're not just having a vegetarian diet. You can also do the same thing with canned meats. So that is a huge plus. And also dehydration. Running a dehydrator is also great. Lived in Panama City, Florida until 2002. Yeah, I moved to Panama City. I moved back. It was around that time when I moved back there. I went to work for Eastern Shipyard out there. Uh, oh, we got WV Prepared Mind here. How you doing, dear? Very glad to see you. Lived in Sarasota, Cape Coral, and Inglewood. I travel a lot. Yeah, I've been all over the United States. I've been Canada and Mexico. Um, as far as leaving the North American continent, I have not. I have always been here, not here in Florida. I've been all over the United States, so I never had a problem with that. I don't know. Maybe it was just me trying to figure out exactly where I want to plant my roots, I guess I should say. Being a welder, I've done shut-on jobs all over the country. I've been welding for a very long time, and the better money was always when I was younger. Let me clarify this. When I was younger, it was always better money for me to travel to whatever job was next, working for certain companies. They'd be putting up a steel building in this state, they'd be hanging steel at a different state, working on a bridge somewhere else. So I traveled around with them. When I was young, not married, no kids, just me and my vehicle, no big deal. When I got older and started slowing down, yeah, I was tired of doing that all the time. I did that hard for a little over 10 years, and I just finally got burned out in it. Now there are some people that do shut on work till they finally drop. They're old men now. I mean, I guess they're just a little bit tougher than I ever was. But yeah, I do like traveling around, and I did some work in Wyoming. I did some train riding in Wyoming. I fell in love with the place. I love how the population density is so sparse there, and it's not hard to see when you see cattle just free ranging. I mean, there's nobody around, just cows. I like that. Let's see what we got here. Can't go wrong with Wyoming. Oh, definitely not. You just gotta watch out for that super volcano. Uh, I heard. I think you are on disability. Does that mean you had an accident? If so, I'm so sorry. Um, see if I can actually pronounce his name correctly. I am very sorry if I messed this up. I am not a very educated man, especially with names. It's Jaqueen Super. Yeah, I did have. I'm on temporary disability. I'm on workman's comp right now. I got injured last year, last August. I fell down into an asphalt silo that I was manufacturing for a company, and actually knocked me out. I was unresponsive for a while. I spent 3 days in the hospital before they released me home, and I was in a wheelchair for about 2 months. I've had to have some surgeries and stuff. I can go back to work if the company will let me, but ever since I got a lawyer, they don't want me to put foot on the property. So I'm still going through physical therapy and stuff. Can I still weld? Yeah, I'm ambidextrous. I learned how to weld with both hands. No big deal. Can I still climb steel, walk purlins and stuff? No, there's no way. I'll lose my balance and just have another fall. I am a certified TIG welder, stick, MIG. I can weld just about with anything, everything, brazen, you name it. I'm a third generation welder, so I can always get a job as a welder somewhere. I was really wanting to be fixed up before going to Wyoming because I wanted to go work again on the pipeline out there. There's a lot of refineries and stuff out there. They always need a pipe welder. And I was wanting to do that to help supplement my income while we're homesteading. Work 6 months out of the year type of thing. That way, we had enough financial backing. Fortunately, right here on YouTube, since I've been monetized, and that helped, I will go ahead and tell you all this. Getting monetized, I had a massive amount of help with this channel from Marfugal TV, Marfugal News, Adam, giving me shout outs. The Marfugal family, the Fugal Love Mob, has really blew up my channel. I have the subscriptions that I have now. Over half of those are Fugal fam. So yeah, they have all helped me out amazingly amounts. And thankfully, with YouTube here, my subscriber count keeps growing. Yeah, I got into the affiliate programs and stuff, and it's just stuff that I actually use, or I can stand behind, and it's going to wind up helping with supplementing our income a little bit out there. So it makes it not as hard on me when we go out there. So, I guess it's kind of like planning ahead a little bit. But actually, when I started my YouTube channel, it's because I was bored out of my mind. My wife even said, "Are you sure you want to do that?" Because you usually don't like talking about prepping to a lot of people. I got a group here at the house that I built, pulling people together, my neighbors and stuff, to get a prepping channel here. Prepping community here. When I leave, they're going to continue on their stuff right here. Maybe I'll get one set up out there. Let's see here. Marv sent me to you, Patrick Lee. Well, I am definitely glad that you came. 30 people watching. That is absolutely awesome. CJ Blaze Marv is awesome. He is always helping small creators. Yes, he does. If you guys, probably everybody here knows of Marfugal. You can watch any of his shows. You can always see him always giving support to other channels. Dangerous Freedom, how are you doing, buddy? Just saying hello. All right, well, if you can't stay, man, no problem at all. I am definitely glad you're able to pop in. Dangerous Freedom is another one of our subscribers here in our community that has his own channel, guys. So definitely always try to support each other here. It does help. It really does. When you're sitting there looking at your subscriber count after pumping out 20 some videos and you only have 2 subscribers, you start feeling, well, I must be doing something wrong. Just the algorithm has not picked it up. And it does help out when people come in with a love mob. It does boost you in that system on this platform. So yeah, it's a lot of great stuff comes from Marfugal TV, from just the support alone. I mean, there's more support than just, okay, I'm going to give you a shout out and you're going to get people. No, there's more support than that, because with those shout outs and those connections that you build with other people, you build relationships with them. It's not just, oh yeah, I'm a YouTube creator, I got 2,000 people from getting a shout out. No, you're building a bigger community. You're actually getting to talk to. I get to talk to people on the phone all the time. I get emails from people I get to respond to. I just got to meet Dex and Lexi and JStone78. I think it was a couple weeks ago. I'm not going to say where they were. They were down here in Florida, because that's nobody's business exactly due to operational security. I'm not releasing that information, but I did get to visit with them for a little while. That's another part of getting to meet other people. Let me get caught up in the chat here. I'm sitting there running my mouth. Alaska Prepper uses TFAL Canner. Alaska Prepper is another great channel. Alaska Prepper was my first channel that ever gave me a shout out. We are supposedly going to be working with Snafu Snaps. If you guys have not seen his channel, definitely go check him out. Snafu is going to be putting together some type of podcast for preppers, and he asked me and also Alaska Prepper to work with him on that. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that, because it's going to be great when we get everything situated. I don't have a release date on that, by the way. I don't know when we're going to do it yet. It's still in the works, but it sounds really cool, and I really want to get involved with it. So yeah, I'll let y'all know when that happens. Alaska is awesome. Absolutely is. He is a great dude. He's a very busy man too. And I love Ivan on his channel. Every time he has Ivan, I can't help but laugh my rear end off. CJ Blaze, thank you for getting that link up for me. Let's see what else we got here, guys. Scrolling through. All right. Fallout Shelter. CFP, they stay because you're awesome. Congrats on the success. You have also earned it. Are you sure it's not the sideburns, buddy? I'm pretty sure it is. Everyone's looking at it like, can you believe that guy's actually wearing sideburns? I appreciate that, Fallout Shelter. I really do, brother. Let's see here. Snafu Snaps. Yep. Did I get up? Yeah, I did. Yeah, so the mods are taking care of all the links for us, guys. Definitely check these guys out. I do know that some of y'all are already subscribed. Besides the subscribe, blah 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 blah. Let me get some. Let me get some tea. I'm sorry. I apologize. Besides just the subscribe, besides the subscription of going to someone's channel, going over there watching some of their video, giving them those watch time hours, the watch time minutes, it helps promote their channel. I have not talked to Jay Stone in a minute, but I do know that she was only needing some hours to get her monetization. I remember it wasn't long ago I did a shout out for her, trying to get everyone to go over to help her with the watch hours. I don't believe she's got them quite yet because I haven't seen any ads on her channel yet. Yes, so definitely do not forget about her. All she needs is people to watch her shows just for a little bit, and it adds those watch time minutes, which gives her the ability to get monetized from the channel, from the platform here. And it does. Once you get the monetization, your videos become more available for suggestions since the algorithm has changed. You actually have to have that so people start seeing your videos more. So it does help. All right, let's see what else we got here. Yep, there it is. CJ already put it up. You know what, CJ? I didn't see you put up your channel, or I didn't see West Virginia put up her channel either. You thought I forgot about y'all, didn't you? CJ Blaze, great mod. She's a great mod here. I am very fortunate to have some wonderful mods here on this channel. Now, are they on loan? Yes. I first come across these particular women actually on Marfigo TV, and for some reason they put up with my craziness and my stupid jokes and decided to come over here and hang out. West Virginia Prepared Mind does have a great show. She is working on a lot of great ideas. Definitely like her ideas where she's going to get back into prepping on her channel. So I'm very excited about that. And CJ Blaze covers a lot of great information, especially her last bit of, it was kind of like a series type of thing where she was covering those 5G towers. She had the ability to talk to these workers, why they're building these things, installing stuff that you don't get anywhere else. I mean, what other channel do you get to see where you get to see the workers on the 5G being interviewed by a YouTuber? Not often. You're talking about dropping right in your lap a perfect thing. Yeah. So yeah, definitely check out both of these women. CJ Blaze, we like the sideburns. Yeah. WV, absolutely. I got a lot of respect for y'all. I really do. The other stuff that went on with the Figgle fam that's happened, I don't agree with it. I'm not going to get into it. That's really none of my business. I know who I stand behind. I stand behind the Marfigo family. I have had nothing but great respect from them. I give great respect to them. So what was going on? Hopefully, it gets squashed, gets moved forward. I'm afraid. I don't know why these people done the things that they've done. They're just bitter. But hopefully, people can move forward on that. Huge fan of Elvis. I'll tell you what, WV, my dad had blue eyes, jet black hair. He wore his hair I wear my hair just like my dad, except he would have the boot cut on his sideburns, and sometimes he'd wear the mutton chops. But yeah, I was always the one that always grew mine down. I did trim him up a little bit, but I could trim him again. What are you drinking? That is sweet tea. Actually, I got my pitcher right here. And I was on the no sweet tea diet for a little bit. And I do say a little bit. It lasted for about 2 months. I'm like, nah, tea is not designed to be unsweetened. I like my sweet tea. At least I'm not drinking sodas. Sideburns help the algorithm. We should all grow them. Fringe, you are absolutely adorable, but you will not look adorable with sideburns. I'm sorry. Uh, came in, came for prep instead because the sideburns. That's awesome. I did see someone say they like my stupid jokes. Oh yeah, Revo Snarfle. I love the stupid jokes. Awesome, because I got a lot of stupid jokes. All right, I'll be honest. Me and Flash work together. If he doesn't use a joke, I will. No, no. I wouldn't mind picking his mind for a couple good ones, though. I have terrible jokes. So do I. I have to work on them. I drink sweet tea all day, every day. Well, I don't drink it all day. Right now, I'm still trying to lose some weight, but I do drink some sweet tea. I'd probably drink a pitcher a day. That's about a gallon. If you had sideburns, that would be hilarious. That would just look freaky. Sideburns might be young Johnny Cash. I have heard that one before. I love Johnny Cash. Johnny Cash's music. I grew up on Elvis, Johnny Cash. I grew up on the old stuff. Um, I still listen to the old stuff. I like my classic rock. I like my older country. The new country guys, I try to get into. It's more hip hop is how I feel about it. I mean, if you like it, that's up to your taste. It's just I wasn't raised around it, so I just not real big fan of it. There is a couple songs I do like, um, but a lot of them I feel like I'm at a club or something, and that's not why I want to listen to country. Let's see here, Three Dog Night. I do remember Three Dog Night. Well, I remember them by the music I listen to, classic rock. Of course, I don't remember them. I turned 41 in January. So southern. Yeah, yeah. Can't listen to new country. Yeah, I can't do the new ones. I've tried to listen. There's a couple songs I do like, but I guess when I say new country, Josh Turner is not really new country if you really think of it. It's what 20 years old, close to. I see someone talking about Central Banker. Central Banker here? Yes, he is. How's it going, bro? Also, Central Banker, besides being a subscriber here, does have a great channel. He covers a lot of news, guys. They are usually short videos when he's doing it because he is working like all the time. So, but he'll still take the time out when he's got news to cover. He'll get the information out and direct you to where you can look it up for yourself. So definitely, if you are not subscribed to him, check him out. He's got a lot of great information that you can always check up on. And he's also getting into prepping pretty heavy too, which I was very glad to see, buddy. All right, what else we got here, guys? I was country when country wasn't cool. Yeah. All right. Oh, you were having trouble talking. That's why I asked. Gotcha, beep beep. Yeah, yeah. No, that was sweet tea. No, I got a dip in it. Dries out my mouth when I'm sitting here. Let's see what we got here. Central. What is this? Okay, Central Bankers. All right, that threw me off there. I saw the link. I didn't see the reference there. Dwight Yoakam. Yeah, that's about as new as I go. Ooh, that is a little dated there on that one, but still, you can't beat good music, guys. And of course, what I call the oldies. The Beach Boys, Elvis Presley, Johnny B. Good. I grew up on that. I was only allowed to listen to oldies music till I was 12 years old. That's the only music besides Christianity music. My mom was a real big in the Christian churches, but my dad was an old hellion. But they came to a compromise that me going to public school at the time, I was kind of out of place, so they allowed me to listen to rock and roll, Buddy Holly, things like that. And I was such a dork in school because while everyone else was talking about, I believe it was Vanilla Ice in sixth grade, somewhere around there, and Madonna's music was out then on cassette. I was about sixth grade, 11, 12 years old, somewhere around there. I'm talking about the Beach Boys and Buddy Holly. Uh, I was messing around in the house and found a 8-track. It was my dad's. It was an orange 8-track with a black label on it. And I put it in the radio, and my ears opened up. Creedence Clearwater Revival. Oh, yeah. That's when I fell in love with classic rock. I am a huge CCR fan. John Fogerty is awesome. But then I got in trouble for listening to it. My dad actually caught me. He's like, boy, what are you doing? I said, oh, of course, I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh, crap. So, well, don't let your mama know that you're listening to that devil music, because that's what she called it. And I was 16. I walked outside. She was going through my car, throwing on my CDs. I was 16. CDs were around then. And she was throwing them all away. And I remember looking. I'm like, what are you doing? And this is devil music. No, it was cassette tapes. It was still cassette tapes because she had my Aerosmith. And when she cranked up my Nova, Janie's Got a Gun was playing. And that was not good. That was not good. That was some evil music to her. So, yeah, I'm just regular old hell spawn. But I tried to listen to the rap. I guess I was about 18, 19. I don't understand. My ears are not tuned to it, so it just sounds like gibberish to me. I don't understand what they're saying. So, yeah, I just don't listen to rap. Pennsylvania, yeah, I had a 78 two-door Nova. I had a 250 inline six. Um, we had, my father actually helped me with it. We took it out, put a 327 in it. And of course, we had to change the transmission and change out the rear end, put positive traction because it was one of those one-legged deals. One wheel will spin while one wheel don't. Yeah, that was my first car. I got it for $500 at a car auction. I do some work to it. So yeah, I'm a older vehicle person. I know how to fix most of those compared to the new cars. I don't have the equipment. The way things are constantly changing technology, I don't have the education anymore. I can do the basic stuff on the new cars, brake, stuff like that. But when those lights start flashing, I don't know. It could mean anything. That made you a better person. Absolutely. Yeah, I have nothing against my parents. All right, all everybody goes through some things in life, and I'm glad I was raised a certain way. I got in trouble for contemporary Christian. Too much like rock. Yeah, one of the churches that we grew up at was really anti that. It was back with what was her name? Amy Grant. She did a music video and kissed some dude that wasn't her husband. Just about all churches in Yadkin County, North Carolina, band together and tried to boycott her cassette when it came out. I'm like, who cares? It's a music video. Even I knew that at that age. But yeah, it was a horrible sin in their eyes at that time. Central Banker. Hey, buddy, I do appreciate that, man. Like I tell everybody, and again, man, really do appreciate the support there. Like I tell everybody, before anybody sends me any type of super chat or anything like that, same with my fire kits that I've been showing on the channel. Before y'all buy anything like that, I want y'all to go to your closets, wherever you store your preps, your foods. I want you to take a look at it and make sure that you feel like you have enough food put back for SHTF before y'all send me anything. Central Banker, again, brother, I do appreciate the support. It means a great deal to me. Those donations and stuff, the monetization that we get for the ad revenue, it goes back to help with our preps. It also helps with the YouTube channel here. So when I buy new equipment and stuff. So thanks a lot, man. I'm good, LOL. Yeah, that's because you're, I'm going to start calling you money bags from now on. I'm joking with you, bud. I do appreciate it, though. Thank you. So if stuff's gonna go down, when do you think it will? Just me. Just me. That's a somewhat loaded question, but I'll try my best to explain my thoughts on that. It just depends on what scenario we're facing, to be honest. Now, some of us believe, especially in the truther community, that most of these things that are happening in the world are pre planned and that they are pre planned by government officials, powers to be that are behind the scenes that want to reduce population, whether it be disease. I just had a brain fart. Sorry. Disease, pandemics. I mean, back in the Vietnam, they were talking about cloud seeding for weather modifications. Supposedly, that they have, actually, Marfigel TV did cover this. They have treaties signed up where we will not use weapons to create earthquakes. They have a lot of things that they can use to cause havoc on the entire world. As far as the date as when things are going to happen, I couldn't give you an exact date. I do know that we try to prepare as much as we can for what we can prepare for. With upcoming elections, we are on edge, not fearful, but we're very vigilant on what's going to happen because something could happen after that. Civil unrest could be one of the big things. A coup could happen. So we are trying to prepare for stuff like that. It doesn't mean it will, but fortunately, with our preps, the things that we prep for one scenario usually works in hand with another scenario too, a disaster that we prepare for. So I wish that I could give you a definite date, but I have no abilities like that. If I did, I would play the lottery, and it wouldn't be called CFP anymore. It'd be super rich Central Florida, no longer a prepper because he's got a bunker that's 40 miles deep in the earth. I won't get any reception. See what we got here. Carolyn, crops died here by August. Vid's coming. Definitely looking forward to that. Yeah, I talked to a lot of our farmers that are here on this channel. There is a lot of crops that were killed off that when this cold weather blast came down with the jet stream that was over the Midwest. Not all the farms, but a lot of the farms, I don't have a percentage for you. I do apologize for that. There was several farms that planted later in the season because the rain that we had earlier. So they couldn't plant. So they waited later so the fields kind of dried up as much as possible. They went ahead and planted. So they were planted hoping that the weather would hold off. It wouldn't be that bad as far as winter comes in. Well, when that Arctic blast came rolling down, it affected it. And there's also reports of China with the swine flu that was going on over there. I did read reports that it, either it was already at the borders or had already crossed borders around China as far as the swine flu breaking out from where it was originally supposedly quarantined at. Now North Korea said that, oh man, I used that word. Dang it. They said that they are fine. There's nothing's in their pork uh, herds and all that stuff, which I don't believe anything they say. But yeah, so I'm not surprised when we start seeing bacon very expensive. Let me catch up with the chat, guys. I do apologize. Just me. That's a lot. They are creating these things. Yeah, I believe you. Absolutely. I want a bunker. Central banker. So do I. Actually, we will be building one in Wyoming. It's not going to be one of the top end Atlas ones. I mean, those are very nice, by the way. No, it'll be one I'm actually building myself, which is concrete and rebar. But yeah, we will be building one up there. I cannot put one in the ground where I am, besides zoning laws and association rules. I can dig 3 feet in the ground and hit water where I'm at. So yeah, I think my above sea level elevation where I'm at right now is like 86 feet above sea level. So yeah, no bunker. Casual preparedness is USDA is manipulating the numbers and production versus losses. You are absolutely correct. Casual preparedness. I have seen other reports on that. Another good channel, guys, is Ice Age Farmer. He's been covering this relentlessly. He's got a lot of great information. He's got more information on it than I could ever dream of. I get snippets from other people. I got to go check things out. He's been all over this. Yeah, these numbers that they're giving us are nowhere even close. From the farmers I've talked to out in the Midwest, no, not even close. Let's see here. That's weird. Had to get out then back in. Angel, I do apologize for that. It could just be. I've actually had some issues myself on other channels. Wildcraft in medicine was not as plenty this year. You're moving to Wyoming. That's beautiful. Yeah, I really do like Wyoming. It does get cold there, but I do not like the heat. Our fields died or dying. No rain since April. Drought here. Amish crops are gorgeous, still green. What else we got? Marf in 15 minutes. No, it's 15 minutes to 10 my time. CJ, are you still here? Ice Age Farmer, yep. I think that's 10 p.m. his time, and that is on the West Coast. So, am I correct in saying that, CJ? Is Adam coming on in like 15 minutes, or is that still about 2 hours and 15 minutes away? East, okay, ET time. Okay, yeah, yeah. So it's still actually gonna be a while, but you know, I'm just rambling on over here, guys, so we can discuss where we want to. You can't get water, and that really worries me. We live on solid rock. Ooh, um, that is a tough one. I do know that the well that we are trying to get dug out in Wyoming, we got to go very deep because of all the rock um, that is out there in that area. We are in the basin. Set for 15 minutes. Okay. All right, guys. So it does look like our Fugal TV is coming on in about 15 minutes. So yeah, I will not keep y'all here. I definitely recommend y'all checking out Marfugal TV and Marfugal News. If you have not known who he was or have not subscribed, please go over there. Show some lot of love and respect over there. He's a really good guy. A lot of great information that you can always follow up on his channel. Gives a lot of good intel, so you can actually look at the paperwork and the reports yourselves. All right, let's see what else we got here. All right, guys. So let me go ahead and close this down. Again, guys, I do appreciate every single one of you for coming over here and showing support during the live stream. And like I said, for the ones that have sent me emails, I am going to be working on those, and I'll be contacting y'all to schedule up a time to work on our live chat. It will be on Fridays at 8. I try to keep my live chats on those days. So we'll try to get the schedule good for everybody that wants to be on the show. Again, guys, to be on the show when we do that, all you need is either a computer with a webcam or your smartphone. As long as you have internet access, I will send you a link, and you just click on it. It'll bring you into the feed. And of course, before we actually do the show, we'll discuss things and stuff like that. That way you're comfortable and stuff like that. That way you're just not brought onto the show and, hey, here's so-and-so, and, I won't ambush you that way. All right, so I will talk to y'all later, and y'all have a good one. I'll see you over there at Marf's.